Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and it's match day 18 in Bundesliga, and the league could not be tighter. What an amazing weekend it was. A week it has been a third game or in the week in the Bundesliga, and especially that those midweek games has totally shaken up the league again. It keeps on happening every match day. Bochum winning their game, Holstein Kiel stunning Borussia Dortmund and getting that win. Leipzig losing, Frankfurt winning. Both the top two teams are winning. Bayern Munich and Leverkusen keeping their title challenge. Title is well and truly alive. And then from four, I think Frankfurt are still in that title journey with an outside chance. Then from 4th to 11th, just a 6 point gap between all those teams fighting for those European places. And then from 12th to 18th, I mean just 9 point difference between the next seven teams for those relegation places. So the league is really tight. So let's go ahead and make our prediction. The first game on the Friday night, it's a massive game. It's Frankfurt versus Dortmund. It is 3rd versus 10th now. In Bundesliga, the two teams that I really have a soft spot for are Borussia Dortmund and Frankfurt. I love the way that Frankfurt play football. I really like the way the no nonsense philosophy, just go out and play a good football, play attack minded football. And Borussia Dortmund, of course, they have been really amazing. I have liked them for almost a decade now, and it used to be Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, and I always went for Dortmund. So now it is these two teams. But Dortmund this season have been really terrible. Frankfurt on the other hand, they have been amazing. I think they have one of the best strikers in Europe at the moment in Omar Marmoush, and he has been amazing this season. In my opinion, he has to get the German Player of the Year award, if I'm being very honest with you. And in this game as well, I think it will be quite a fun game, quite an entertaining game. But the way that these teams are playing and the way that Dortmund played against Kiel, I think they are gonna get battered, if I'm being very honest with you. Frankfurt are at home as well, and if they win their game, they cut the gap to against Bayern Munich and Leverkusen to down to 6 points with Bayern Munich, and just to 5 points with Leverkusen as well. Not 5 points, 2 points to Leverkusen as well. So they know how important this game is, and I think it will be quite an interesting game. And I think Dortmund are gonna get battered. I'm going for a very it's a bold prediction, but I'm going for a bold 5-1 win for Frankfurt. Moving on, it's another big game. It is Heidenheim versus St. Pauli. It is 15th versus 14th. Heidenheim came out of that relegation promotion playoff place after almost a month, so they would be really happy playing against the St. Pauli side who lost to Bochum of all teams. I mean, I really did not expect that to happen. But it did, and now both these teams are on the same number of points. They have played the same number of games, winning, losing, everything is the same for them, and I think it will be quite an interesting game. St. Pauli are away, and when they are away, I said the same thing in the Bochum game as well. It did not work, but when they are away, they are much better side away than home, and I think Heidenheim, they need a win. I think this could be the game where they could get it, but St. Pauli's away record is quite good, so I am not gonna give the win to Heidenheim, but I'm not gonna give the win to St. Pauli as well. I think it will be quite a hard fought game, but we're not gonna get a winner. I'm going for a 1-0 draw between Heidenheim and St. Pauli. Up next is Bayern Munich versus Wolfsburg. Both these teams had amazing wins in midweek. Bayern Munich thrashed Hoffenheim 5-0. Wolfsburg thrashed Mönchengladbach 5-1 as well. So both these teams are coming into this game with a lot of confidence and good form as well. Just one defeat and 4 wins in the last 5 games for Bayern Munich. Same for Wolfsburg as well. So I think it will be quite a good contest. And if you're a Frankfurt fan or a Leverkusen fan, you're looking at this game and you're thinking that maybe this is one of those games where Bayern Munich might go ahead and drop the points. And I really think this could happen, and that is why I'm going for this prediction. I think it will be an entertaining game, and there are going to be goals in this game, but I just don't see a winner out of it. I'm going for a 2-2 draw between Bayern Munich and Wolfsburg. Then it's Holstein Kiel versus Hoffenheim. It is 17th versus 16. Another big game. Holstein Kiel stunned everybody when they thrashed Borussia Dortmund 4-2 in their game. On the other hand, Hoffenheim were destroyed by Bayern Munich 5-0. And if you look at the forms of those two teams, Holstein Kiel are looking much better as compared to Hoffenheim, who are losing games left, right, and center. And unfortunately for them, I think it is going to continue this game. The way that the confidence that Holstein Kiel have and the way that they played against Dortmund, I just don't see another result apart from a Holstein Kiel win in this game, and I think it will be an easy win as well. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Holstein Kiel. Moving on, it is Stuttgart versus Freiburg. It is 5th versus 8th. It is quite a tight game. It is quite an important game. I keep on saying every game is massive, and basically it is a massive. Like the difference between these two teams is just a single point. Both these teams are fighting to get into that Champions League place and into those European places, because it is going to be so crucial. You cannot really predict which team is going to finish in which place at the moment, and I think both these teams know they can go ahead and qualify for the European places. Stuttgart had a great win over RB Leipzig in midweek. Freiburg lost their game, but coming into this game, I think it will be quite an entertaining game as well, and I just think Freiburg are gonna nick it somehow. I just don't know why I have this feeling that Freiburg are gonna shock Stuttgart at their home stadium, and they're gonna get the result as well. But I think it will be a very narrow win. I am going for a 2-1 win for Freiburg. Then it's Bochum versus Leipzig. It is 18th versus 4th. Bochum had a big win against St. Pauli. That has given them a new hope. It's their second win of the season, and they would hope that it can continue. But unfortunately for them, they are playing RB Leipzig, even though they are at home, even though RB Leipzig lost midweek. But I just think it is not going to happen, if I'm being very honest with you. Leipzig need a win, and they need to get back to winning ways, and they need to make sure that they create a sort of a certain gap between them and the teams below them. I think they are out of the title race, if I'm being very honest with you, and I think they need to make sure that they finish in those Champions League places, which at the moment is looking really tricky. But I think they are going to win this game, and they're going to win it comfortably as well. I'm going for a 3-0 win for RB Leipzig. Then it's a Leverkusen versus Mönchengladbach. It is a 2nd versus a 11th. Leverkusen won their game against Mainz. It was quite an important game. It ended 1-0, but it could have easily been 5-0, 6-0. That day they were really impressive. They are on a 5-match winning streak as well. Playing against the Mönchengladbach side, who up until recently, up until their last game, they were really good. I really don't know what happened to them in their game against Wolfsburg, where they got thrashed. But they are coming in this game low on confidence, and by Leverkusen do know they cannot afford to drop any more points. They are just 4 points behind by Munich, so every single game is very crucial, and I think they are going to get the win, and I think it will be quite a comfortable win as well. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Bayer Leverkusen. The next game is Union Berlin versus Mainz. It is 13th versus 5th. Now Union Berlin, they are all over the place. 4 defeats in their last 5 games since coming back from the Christmas break. Again, they have lost both of their games, and they are just not looking good. I don't know what has happened to that club. They started the season really bad. They came back, and they were in those European places for a few times, but then they have had a massive drop, and I really don't understand what is happening there. Playing against Mainz, they lost to Leverkusen. They were really poor in that game, but they know this is a big opportunity for them to get back to winning ways. They are right in the mix for those European places, and they would not like to they would not like to get away from that. And I think they are going to win this game quite comfortably as well. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Mainz. And the final game this weekend is Werder Bremen versus Augsburg. It is 9th versus 12th. Now Werder Bremen, they drew their game in midweeks. It was quite a fun game, to be very honest with you, but they are playing against an Augsburg side who are 12th in the league. They finally won a game after a long time. I think Augsburg are one of the safest team at the moment. I mean, they are 12th, so you could say that in terms of the relegation, bottom 7, they are the safest, but they because they won this weekend. Otherwise they were like right in the mix of it. They are not that much far away. They are on 19 points, so they are not really safe, but at the moment, out of all the teams, they are the safest one in my opinion, and the squad that they have, I think they are going to survive. Bremen on the other hand, I think they are playing really good football, and I think they know how important this game is, to make sure again every team in in the mix for those European places, they need to get the points, and the Bremen are one of the luckiest one that they are not playing one of those teams in the mix for those European places, and someone who are in that in the mix for that relegation places. So I think Bremen are gonna go ahead and get the win. It will be a very tight game. It will be a very low scoring game as well. I'm going for a 1-0 win for Bremen. And with that, my predictions for Bundesliga match day 18 are completed. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions in the comment section below. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? And what are your predictions? Let me know in the comment section below. We'll see how many of them are right at the end of the weekend. So let me know. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers as quickly as possible. So please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.